request 05 right via gold, hold short gold. QFE 27.909 of level 9.
2.
Start heading out.
Can you handle all like package counts from now
on? Except for the ramrod.
Damascus Tower Vulture 2 request taxi.
Okay, another thing also, there's a bug currently.
Vulture 2, Damascus Tower. Runway in use is runway 05 right. Hold short runway 05 right via Golf, QFE 2799.
Runway 05 right, hold Golf,
key up
QFE 2799. Vulture 2.
Hello?
Devil 9, Damascus Tower, request climb out details.
Quickly key up.
Devil 9 request straight out to the north.
Say again?
Key up on my radio real quick. Just press the button without saying anything.
Devil 9, straight to north, approved.
Two, are you still with me?
Yeah, you're fine.
Okay, for some reason just changed my frequency, so it was off frequency for a minute.
Felix 1 is League Tower, startup approved.
Startup approved, Felix.
Right now.
Damascus Tower, Morris 1-1, 2 ship at 14, radio check. 251.45.
Do you have ATIS info? What's QFE?
Morris 1, Damascus Tower, readability 5x5.
5x5, Morris 1-1. Morris 1-1 requesting startup.
Morris 1-1, staff approved.
Startup approved, Morris 1-1.
Damascus Tower, Morris 3-1, request stop.
On 265, Morris 3-1, Damascus Tower, startup approved.
Stop Morris 3-1.
Tower Felix,
Yep,
3 check.
that's a correct frequency.
2. Radio check 25145.
Base 1, readability 5x5.
Felix 3, 2 ship Tomcat, request start.
Yeah, Felix 3, apologies. Yeah, Felix 3, startup approved.
Roger.
Okay, so just started aligning. We'll be going here in 2 minutes.
We are finished aligning.
Yeah, I know.
How does he know? Like, this is what pisses me off about him.
Yeah, how does it... what? Do we have a nav grid?
Yeah. Navigate side.
79 holding 05 right, ready for departure.
Level 9, winds are 161, 14 knots. Clear to take off.
Clear takeoff 055 right, Devil 9.
Altitude 180 and 4 sectors.
Vulture 2, Damascus Tower.
Vulture 2.
Vulture 2, request climb out details.
315, what's 2 sectors?
Requests unrestricted to
4 sectors.
Oh, unrestricted to the north, approved.
4 sectors, 315.
Golf,
angle.
And unrestricted approved, Vulture 2.
Vulture 2, line up on weight, behind, departing Vipers ahead of you, behind the departing Vipers ahead of you.
Line up and wait behind Vipers, Vulture 2.
Yeah. Zoom out a bit. See it? Or is this the most zoomed out?
500 waypoints, you know.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, let's see, checklist. I've got fuel quantity at 19.8.
Yep. Yeah.
Coffee 2, check ready for taxi.
Are we ready for taxi?
Felix 1, runway in use is runway
2-2, ready for
05
taxi.
right. Hold short, runway 05 right via Gulf, QFE 2799.
Hang on,
QFE 27.999, runway 05 right via Gulf.
weren't you gonna refuel?
Damascus Tower, Coffee 2,
it's not worth it.
request taxi.
We lost 100 pounds.
Garfield 2,
They didn't hear me.
Garfield 2, Damascus Tower. Runway in use is runway 05 right. Hold short, runway 05 right via Gulf, QFE 2799.
Taxi 05 right via Golf QP 27.99. Coffee 2.
1-2 standby.
Vulture 2,
Standing by.
Damascus Tower. Winds are 161 at 14 knots. Clear to take off.
Clear to take off, Vulture 2.
One, 2, ready to go.
Okay, just so you know, I have this at number 116.
Damascus Tower, Pagan 5-1, Singleton Harrier at main terminal, request startup for departure out to the north via.
Pagan 5, Damascus Tower, startup approved.
Okay,
Stop through
we're
Pagan
moving
5.
to the- which one was active?
If you're moving
That was on
just
ICS.
now, check your livery.
Yeah, if I just put it that.
Yeah, we are very dark.
Yeah, what's wrong with it? I don't have a livery.
Two, none.
Say again?
Check your livery.
I'm not fussed about it. I don't want to change it.
Damascus Tower, Morris 1-1.
Yeah, I don't
ready
have a
for
livery,
taxi
so
to
just keep
departure.
this one.
Morris
You don't have a
1,
livery, so
1.
you're taking
Runway in
the
use
black
is
one.
runway
Is that it?
05 right. Hold short, runway 05 right via
Alright.
Gulf,
I don't mind.
QFE 2799.
It's a protest.
Felix 1.
Morris 1-1, copy.
Damascus
Active
Tower.
05, hold short via Golf.
So Felix 1, you stepped on. Say again.
Felix 1-7.
Felix 1, Damascus Tower. Are you holding short, runway 05 right?
That's correct. Felix 1.
Felix 1, request climb out details.
Unrestricted climb out to CP.
I love it when it does
PS1
that.
climate approved. Winds are 161 at 14 knots. Clear to take off.
Garfield 2, check ready for takeoff.
Clear takeoff, Felix 1.
Tower Felix 3. It's me.
Damascus Tower,
Ready,
Morris
taxi.
3 is 2 F-14s, 2 persons on board each aircraft. We are ready for taxi on climb out.
So you got stepped
straight
on.
ahead.
Are you good to go?
No standby.
Last call that you were stepped on.
Standing by.
Felix 3. Ready, taxi.
Felix 3, runway in use, runway 05 right.
2 ready to go.
Hold short, runway 05 right via Golf, QFE 2799.
5 right, taxi via
Sure, if I
Golf,
want to
unable
take off,
QFE,
it's,
QNH set
that'll be all
2981, Felix 3.
Damascus Tower, Morris 3, 2 F-14s, 2
We're going
persons
to
on
have
board each
a
aircraft.
maneuver
We are
flaps
ready to
takeoff.
taxi on departure
After
climb out
burner,
straight
I'm
ahead.
going to line up on the left side. Interval is going to be, let's make it 10 seconds.
Morris 3, Damascus Tower, runway in use is runway 05 right. Hold short, runway 05 right via Golf, QFE 2799.
Taxi 05 right via Golf, hold short 05 right to 799, Morris 3.
Pagan 5-1, Damascus Tower, request taxi please.
Damascus Tower, Garfield on, go, fueling short, runway 05 right, ready for departure.
Pagan 5, standby, break. Garfield 1, repeat your last message.
Garfield 2, on go, fueling short, 05 right, ready for departure.
Roger that, Garfield 2, runway 05 right, line up and wait.
Line up and wait, runway 05 right, Garfield 2.
Pagan 5, Damascus Tower.
Go for Pagan 5.
Pagan 5, runway in use is
175.
runway 05 left, 05 left. Taxi to holding point, uniform via November and Oscar.
Flaps are good.
QFE 2799.
Taxi 2 and hold short, uniform 405 left via November and Oscar. Cover the QFE again please, Pagan 5.
Pagan 5, QFE 2799.
2799.
Garfield 2-1, Damascus Tower, winds are 161 at 14 knots. Clear to take off.
Okay, takeoff 05 right, Garfield 2. 2, run them up.
2.
Range 1.
That's quite the line we have behind us.
I know.
Alright, waypoints are entered.
Damascus, this is Morris 1, holding short at Golf, or 05, ready for departure.
Morris 1, runway 05 right, line up and wait.
Line up and wait, Morris 1.
Ooh. It's a bit sharp.
It's always sharpening you, baby.
Oh, it's kind of because I got the fat bottom, right? It's pulling us back
Exactly.
at the rear. Got that Badusi. Did you ever get that QFE?
No.
Morris 1, Damascus Tower, winds are 161 at 14 knots. Clear to take off.
Clear to take off, Morris 1-1. Talk to you later, Damascus.
– 170 for 164 miles, passing 10,000 feet. Authenticate Sierra Yankee.
Felix Crowbar,
Did you switch nets already?
Tango, Felix, authenticate, Victor, India.
Crowbar Oscar. Felix.
Spicy.
Felix 1, contact. You can push Texaco to your correction. Continue to CP Apple
Just,
as flagged.
turn our radar on when we transit you. I forget.
As fragged, Felix 1.
Yep.
Felix 1, Force QNH 2992 and Squawk if able 5000.
Squawk 5000 and Force QNH 29.92.
Levitt at 107, waiting for you to rejoin so we can go through the weather.
Yeah, you're firm. About 1 mile trail, warming up on your right wing soon.
Okay, perfect. Setting 300 knots.
2.
Identified, Felix.
Jesus Christ.
Was scare you?
Yeah.
Wait, did I fuck it up now? No, okay. So if FP is bullseye, I'll let you out into the nav grid. Let's see.
I'm gonna have to start turning to the steer point. We're gonna catch up.
Okay. Oh, shit.
There we go. Oh, so good. Look at this gamer grid.
That's pretty good. One we haven't checked in with IDO yet.
Yeah, you're right, in a sec. Two, push button 2, come 1.
2 set.
Crowbar, Garfield 2, checking in as friend.
Garfield 2, Crowbar, hello. Authenticate Sierra Yankee.
Garfield 2, authenticate Tango.
Garfield 2, correct. And Alpha check, bullseye 159er, 164 at Angel 7. Force QNH 29.92 and Marshall as fragged at CP Apple.
Set standard altimeter and Marshall as friend. Garfield 2. Okay, you're here, so we can start climbing. And there's a gap in
Garfield 2, Squawk 5200.
2.
Squawk 5200, Garfield 2.
Typically got that.
5200.
Yeah.
What does that mean for us?
Squawk 5200. It's the same. Just squawk the same.
Same as him?
Yeah.
Squawking.
Crowbar. This is Morris 1-1.
Go.
Checking in as Brad.
Morris 1, Crowbar, hello. Authenticate, India, Echo.
Morris authenticates Charlie. Morris, Crowbar, authenticate November, Sierra.
Crowbar authenticates Alpha. Morris, Alpha check, bullseye 163, 156 at Angels 23. Force QNH 29.92 and Marshall is fragged CP Apple.
Marshall is fragged. Morris 1-1.
Alright, when you have the time, yardstick is set for me.
Could you repeat what the yardstick is?
That's really good.
Stepped on each other.
So I set to attacker. Yardstick is set.
Yeah, can you tell me what tag you set, sorry?
We should be...
So is it sweet or sour for you?
What's the tag that you set, so I can just set the opposite? I didn't read that part of the brief.
Felix 1, push Crimson 2.
115 Yankee should be it.
Okay.
Wait, we're Garfield 2, right? Not Garfield 4.
Set your attacker to 114 Yankee.
Felix 1.
Yeah, that might be
Crowbar,
right.
Pagan 5-1, Singleton Harrier, checking in at bullseye 165 for 163.
Pagan 5, Crowbar,
Yes, that's
authenticate Alpha Tango.
Same.
Crowbar, Pagan 5, authenticates Sierra.
Pagan 5, correct. Squawk 3000.
Squawk 3000, Pagan 5-1.
Pagan 5, Crowbar, identify. And Alpha check bullseye 164, 155, Angels 14. You can push text code 2 at your discretion and teal 7.
Roger, Crowbar, thank you.
Do we take
Crowbar,
off from
it's
the
us.
job?
Felix 3,
Or was
checking
that-
in.
We took from Damascus, right?
Climbing through 1,717,000 as Brad.
Felix 3, Crowbar, how you doing? Authenticate Oscar Charlie.
Ooh, standby. Felix 3 authenticates India.
Felix 3, correct. And Squawk, if able, 5025.
5025.
Yeah, it's 29, 10 o'clock.
Same.
Felix 3 identified Force QNH 29902, and Marshall is fragged CP Apple.
92, copy the rest.
Morris 3, check.
2.
Crowbar, good evening. This is Morris 3, Flighter 2 F-14s, checking in as frags, climbing through Angels 185 for Angels 320, en route Marshall.
Morris 3, Crowbar, contact, authenticate Sierra Yankee.
Morris authenticates Tango.
Morris 3, correct, Force QNH 29902, Marshall is fragged at CP Apple.
Crowbar, Morris authenticates Tango.
Morris 3, correct, and Marshall is fragged at CP Apple, Force QNH 29902.
Aren't we at the... Never mind.
Morris 3, fly vector 351.
Vector 351, Morris.
Why is data link not working?
What, on the TED?
Because of the mode you're in?
Well, it's working, I just didn't turn it off.
Okay. Cool, yeah.
Jester reports a hostile contact to our left about 60 miles at 300 feet.
Interesting.
He's very precise about those 300 feet. Probably a healer.
We're at very low. We're at very low MiG-29. That's not showing up on radar.
Could be.
This is gonna be a good flight.
Yeah?
Otto's being a good boy.
Crowbar, Vulture 2, flight.
So we're about to reach the hold point in what, like
Checking in
10 minutes or so,
30755.
and then we have like 45 minutes.
Vulture 2,
of
Crowbar,
waiting
hello,
to approach.
authenticate Tango Victor.
I expect a Rolex of some
Vulture 2,
sort.
Spike
negative
34,
one.
Vulture
Hopefully.
2 authenticates Yankee.
Vulture 2, correct, and currently a group at Bullseye 18797 is targeted by Felix 1 and vanished.
Vulture 2,
Confirmed
Crowbar
splash on
authenticate India.
Did we ever pass frequency onto controller, Marco?
Crowbar authenticates Charlie.
No,
Vulture
it's
2,
not,
Force
yeah.
QNH 29902, Marshall is fragged at CP Apple.
Did you forget to push us?
Vulture 2 proceeding to hold at
No, I mean,
CP
before we
Apple
push
at
the
flag
package should be
dash.
alright,
Vulture 2.
unless someone gets pushed to target something.
Right.
Vulture 2, Squawk 3100.
Squawk 3100, Vulture 2.
Vulture 2, negative, Squawk 3100.
Squawk 3100, Vulture 2.
Vulture 2 identified, Alpha check, bullseye 16597, Angels 20.
Vulture 2.
I like the red mag light we have.
So they can never see us.
Yeah. Ain't nobody who can see with that thing. It doesn't illuminate anything.
Yeah, not them or us can see.
What else what do we have?
Felix 3,
Survival
push
gear here?
Beehive, Crimson 2. See it.
Do we have a pistol?
Better have an M4 back there.
Vulture 2, push Fly Trap, Crimson 1.
Push Crimson 1, Vulture 2.
Can you explain to me how the autopilot works?
Yeah. First of all, you have the autopilot itself is like let's say
Push.
like a very initial fly-by-wire system, or tries to correct for the aircraft.
That's the stability
Mars 3
augmentation, right?
Yeah.
Or
Well, no.
Morris 3, Crowbar, go ahead.
So.
Crowbar Mars 3 request to speak to Mars 1 via this means.
If you like yaw or
Roger, pass
do
message.
anything, you come back to stability much quicker, or to a
Right.
equilibrium input. But let's say you turn on the autopilot, it suddenly turns up.
Crowbar Mars 3, apologies, our frequency keeps jumping
If
by
you to catch up, you
0.5.
can just cut on
Request to
your
speak to
side.
Mars 1 on your frequency.
That should also
Agreed.
save you some fuel.
Many thanks. Mars 1, this is Mars 3.
Go for Morris 1.
Then you have 3 settings: altitude, heading.
500 feet.
Mars 1, this is Mars
go
3,
for
307.55.
I don't know what I see.
Mars 3 got you 5x5. This is
500
Mars
feet
1.
till we're at flight level, I think.
Lima Charlie, just confirm in-flight freak is 264.0, trying to raise you, no joy.
We're on
Anyways.
264.6.
Autopilot.
So yeah, he's so you have your altitude mode, your heading mode. Really, what you're gonna use is the altitude mode, and the other two you won't use.
Alright, get ready, steady up. Reference. Pretty much 360.
So yeah, once you turn it on,
Two.
the aircraft's a lot less finicky, trim a lot less. And if you want to hold your altitude, you just press it. You press that altitude, and then you press the nose wheel steering button, and it turns up.
Is that the autopilot reference?
Morris 1, push Beehive, Crimson 2.
And then it's gonna try and hold your current altitude, or
Yeah, current altitude.
what was the other one? Heading and
Heading, and there's like a vector thing that I've never used in my life.
right. And the heading one is, I assume, what you said on
Pushing
the nod. it's gonna
Beehive,
try and fly
Morris
towards?
Flight 1.
Yes, correct.
Morris 3, push Beehive, Crimson 2. See it.
What about the auto throttle? Is that its own thing?
See ya!
That's only to do with carrier landings. Like it won't hold your speed. Game froze for me for a second. One, check with IDO if we still need to be on his net. He pushed everyone but us.
Yeah, So I think that makes sense because they're going north, but we're going west, right? So he probably doesn't need us there. They probably split it up between two controllers.
Say. Okay.
But you're right. I'm getting suspicious too, so I will ask.
Yeah, just better to ask.
Crowbar, Guffey 2.
Garfield 2, Crowbar.
Just checking. Do you still need us here on this freak, Guffey 2?
Garfield 2, you can push Crimson 2 for Beehive.
Oh my god, blue.
Pushing Crimson 2 for Beehive, Guffey 2.
Respectable backseat.
Haha, you were right.
Gamer.
So,
You know what you forgot?
Button 5, right?
Copy button 5's set. What did we forget?
Yeah, button 5.
You have an arm for your fucking seat.
Scheiße.
Beehive, this is Morris 1-1.
Morris 1-1, Beehive, go.
Morris 1 is 2 ship F14 checking in as fragged.
Morris 1-1, got you sweet, wait.
Sorry, repeat.
Morris 1-1, sweet, and let me know when you're ready for a picture.
Is he underground?
Morris 1-1, stand by. Picture.
This controller sounds like he's in an aquarium.
He sounds like he's busy.
We should probably try to stay like Mach 0.65. We've got a very long mission ahead.
Yeah, I'm reducing power already. Just trying to figure out the geometry of my hold here. Yeah, I've Guffey 2 checking in as frag.
Gopher 2-1, Beehive, sweet, stand by.
Sweet, you're sweet.
Baby. Good blush.
Gopher 2-1, Beehive, yeah, you're good, and let me know when you're ready for a picture.
Is that for us? I thought he was still talking to the other guy.
Yeah, it's for us. He says, let me ready for the picture.
Yeah, Guffey 2 is ready for picture.
All players, Beehive, picture, 11 groups. Group rules are 237, 132, 25,000, track west, 2 contacts, probable fulcrum. Group rules are 282, 28, 20,000, track northeast, 2 contacts. Group
Jolly check.
bullseye 017, 30, 20,000, track south, 2 contacts.
I seem to have a stuck a bind. 1 second.
1 Mississippi.
Jolly check.
2, 3, 4.
Fly trap. Jolly 6. Check in.
What's up, Perf? Guys, Jolly 2.
Jolly 6-1, Beehive. If you need fly trap,
Henderson
that's Crimson 1,
himself?
this is Crimson 2.
My apologies.
Okay,
Joe
you guys
61
happy with
beehive.
the picture call?
Yeah. I
Joe
think there's
61
one that's
beehive, I
close to us,
understand that you're
278,
dismissed
miles,
from
I think.
Crimson 2 for the beehive, so please stay on this
It's
frequency.
probably like in our sector.
Roger. Beehive. Thank you. Beehive, Jolly.
How close is the closest contact?
Beehive, it's us. Felix 3 checking in.
Sorry, let me rephrase that. I think it's in our sector or our cap lane, basically.
Felix 3-1 beehive.
Still gonna be like 60,
Tower,
70 miles from us.
Yeah, continuous fragged and let me know when you're ready for a picture.
Yeah, copy.
Alright, continue as fragged and we're ready. Felix 3.
We'll see how it develops.
Picture 11 groups. Group bullseye 237, 141, 25,000, track west, 2 contacts, probable fulcrum. Group bullseye 293, 23, 20,000, track northeast, 2 contacts. Group bullseye 025, 32, 20,000, track northeast, 2 contacts.
Lovely, thank you.
So, when do we fence in?
All players beehive request to report all males.
When we push? Is that it?
Let's just fence in now.
Jolly. Nails A50, SA5, north.
Right, so, missile prep and Sidewinder cool.
Yeah, it's on.
HUD mode air to air.
Check.
Lights off.
Check.
Fuel quantity, I've got 15.7.
Yeah, correlates.
Radios are set. Stations, we don't need because that's air to ground. WCS is transmitting. RWR is on and normal. Music is repeating. Countermeasures set. Fenced in.
Beautiful. Radar's on, right?
Yep.
Sexy. I've got Phoenix selected.
Same. Let's just save it for now.
Yeah, done.
Beehive, Jolly. Request words.
Joey 61 beehive, no current words.
Jolly.
Beehive, Felix 1 at bullseye, 179, 120 miles, crossing 20,000 feet, heading back to CPR.
Why did like... Why is it
It's from
suddenly a
one
lot
beehive,
louder
sweet,
after we fenced in?
The radio.
No, not the radio, like the cockpit sound.
Oh. I mean, I changed the air condition setting.
Oh, okay.
Traffic, 12 o'clock, crossing left to right. Should be below us.
So it's on both now?
Yeah, it's on both. They seem quite co-level.
Yeah, there's a third guy. I was only looking at him. Huh, interesting. 500 feet separation is really not a lot. We need to pay attention about those guys.
you lock up something?
Don't worry about it.
That must be where they were, right?
Well, as long as we're turning all together in the same direction, it shouldn't be that much of an issue.
Beehive Felix picture.
Felix, picture 8 groups. Group bullseye 236, 162, 25,000, 2 contacts, capping, probable fulcrum. Group bullseye 343, 90 and 20,000, capping, 2 contacts. Group bullseye 033, 47, 20,000, capping, 2 contacts.
What's our push order? Like, what, do we leave the push first?
In about 35 minutes, we just push at push time, so at 35. Since we're all going, like, see, we're the only ones going to our waypoint, so there's no reason to, you know, set an interval or an order.
Yeah, that's what I was asking, if there is one or not, so if there isn't, okay.
Yeah, I'm assuming the strike guys will go first. Well, I mean, Felix and then the strikers. We'll see how it plays out.
Wait, he just said there's no order, and now he's saying there's other people.
So who are we waiting for, anyways?
It's just some stupid DCAF free fuel first mission.
Alright.
Beehive, Felix 1, do we have Devil 9 on frequency?
Felix 1 and Beehive, negative.
Did we not plan to have Devil 9 on the same frequency as Felix 1 for the push? Because I need to know when they say Magnum what their time to impact is, Felix 1.
Devil 9, yeah, understood. I think they're still on crowbar tanking, in a shell.
Copy all, I'll look forward to them checking in, Felix 1.
Beehive Felix 3, request permission to speak to Felix 1 on the creek.
Ooh, how far?
Felix 3, yeah, go for it.
Felix 1, Felix 3, what's your fuel state?
Felix 1's fuel state is 19.1 retank.
Roger.
Man, I'm so immersed right now.
Mm,
Can you feel it?
yeah. One, what's your state?
14.8.
Two, same.
That makes you a pretty good wingman.
Mm.
A decent wingman. A really good wingman would always have more fuel than a flat lead because he can always cut the corners.
All players Beehive relaying a comment from Crowbar. We are minimum forces met, going with push time 0915 local.
But you know, I've flown with people who told me they were out of fuel like 5 minutes after takeoff, so you're golden.
They had a hole in their fuel tank then.
Nah, they didn't. It was like, I can't keep up with you, you need to slow down. I'm like, dude, I'm flying 250, what are you doing? And he's in full afterburner trying to catch up because he got the gear still going. Okay. That's how you burn a lot of fuel, for no reason, I guess.
BF, card field 2-2, repeat push time.
It's a certified perfect move.
Garfield 2-2, Beehive, push time as fragged 0915 local.
Garfield 2-2.
Did you say 0915?
Beehive Devil 9, flight check.
3, 4.
Beehive Devil
Okay,
9
yeah.
is checking in his frag, Bull 171 for 708, climbing, block 23 to 25.
Wingman's always here for you.
791, Beehive, radar contact established, sweet.
Yeah, so
Alpha check
we're
goes
gonna
over
push in like 8 minutes. I
16581.
can start thinking about setting our geometry up.
Alpha check is correct, Devil 9.
I thought he said a German tree. There's a lot of people disconnecting. Morris 3-2, Felix
All
3.
players Beehive, words update, Alpha, Rolex -5.
Promising.
Okay, so go time is in 3 minutes.
Beehive Felix 3-2.
Felix 3-2, Beehive, send it.
Felix 3-1 DC'd, and Felix 3-2 is now -1. Snap me to Felix 1, please.
Felix 3-1, standby. Okay, Felix 3-2, understood that you are -1. Snap to Felix 1-1, 2308 miles, 30, Angels 3-2.
Felix 3-2.
I'm streaming right now, and this stream is going to be all of me coughing.
You got the Rona?
I think I do, yeah.
No, too early.
New strain.
I'm not at the push point. We'll be there in a second.
He's mumbling, I don't know what he's saying. Say again.
All players Beehive, 40 seconds till go time.
Okay, the clock is wrong. But we'll make it! Perfectly, awesome.
We're what?
No clue.
Okay, can you set us the CP?
All players beehive push.
Alright, it's a push call. CP what?
Jolly is 1 minute late.
We don't have that.
Felix 1 pushing.
Not as a
Felix
nav
3
point
pushing.
anyways.
Morris pushing.
Never mind.
I can highlight it for you and give you directions, but...
Great.
Defense
When
point.
Jessica could actually switch to DP.
Yeah,
Beehive
can't
Claire,
nav DP.
contact bullseye 3314, 80 miles, Zenford.
Yeah, we need to highlight it. Can you highlight it? Yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
give me a heading if you can.
Go ahead, Tip.
Bearing 209
hostile
for
three
115.
contacts. Probably mainstay with
209.
escort.
Felix 1.
Beehive, Jolly, say push speed.
All players beehive maintain no greater than Mach 0.7 per package.
Are you sure about that? We're flying basically south? No, I can't believe that. Is that true?
I think they put the waypoint in a really dumb position.
Okay, hang on, give me a sec.
Beehive request picture, please.
Can you
I've got DP at 34, 35 north,
Beehive picture 8 groups.
34,
Group
44
bullseye
east.
236 121 25,000 capping 2 contacts probable fulcrum. Group bullseye 304 21 20,000 capping 2 contacts. Group bullseye 031 43 20,000 capping 2 contacts.
Beehive, Jolly, just want to confirm Mach 0.7.
Jolly 61 beehive, that's correct. No greater than Mach 0.7 for package.
Update bearing 259.
Jolly.
Yeah, that makes most sense. Okay, good. Jester's working on it too, so I should have it in a second here.
See, now it's updating. Before it was frozen at what it was at.
Yeah,
now
yeah.
it's like 262 instead. But I didn't really change anything.
I think you did, didn't you? Just to ground stabilize the aircraft.
I mean, I deselected it and reselected it, but if I go back to... Oh, right, because
You were on a
209 is
fixed
from the
point. You were
fucking...
fixed point.
Oh.
Makes sense.
What makes sense?
That was supposed to be intercom, but basically we had it in ground stabilized, so it was referencing the nav bullseye.
Oh, okay.
Now 265 for 53.
Yeah, I got it now. So let's try 280 for 55. Would you agree with that?
Sexy.
Beehive request picture, please.
Okay, we're gonna set up an east to west cap station once we're there.
Picture 6 groups. Group bullseye 237 132 25,000 capping 2 contacts probable fulcrum. Group bullseye 330 19 20,000
I had my headset
capping
off. What was that?
Set up east
And
west.
group bullseye
Yeah.
03352 20,000 capping 2 contact.
2 recommends fence it.
Say again.
2 recommends fence in.
Felix 1, Devil 9.
Devil plus details, please.
Do you need anything from me?
Felix 1, I do not have you on yardstick. Is it active?
Yeah, okay.
Yardstick's active. Find me on 110 Yankee. Set yourself to transit receive.
Copy, Devil 9.
So, what if you state if you think so?
Double 9, Beehive.
Your state 13.7.
Devil 9, go ahead.
Devil 9, I understand you're to be
60,
deploying on the left side of the
13,
package.
6 fenced in.
Copy.
Devil 9 copies incorrect now.
Jolly 1, dirt, tin shield.
I'm not sure even if I want to be in the package comms.
Yeah.
It's nothing.
Fuck that.
I'm pretty hungry, I don't know what to order.
Beehive, Morris 1-1, request picture.
We got something out there.
Beehive, picture 7 groups, group bullseye 237, 145, 25,000, capping 2 contacts, probable fulcrum. Group bullseye 342, 24, 20,000, capping 2 contacts. Group bullseye 025, 48, 20,000, capping 2 contacts.
Copy. Can we get bras to the closest group?
That means bogey dope.
Morris 3-1, I understand. Bogey dope, bra 267, 112, 25,000, capping 2 contacts,
Here we go.
probable
I
fulcrum.
found something.
That's a firebolt.
Morris 1-1. Thank you.
What?
Can you ask for a bogey dope?
What's the call sign again?
Beehive.
Devil, Jolly?
And we are
Devil 9,
Garfield
what?
2 too?
Yeah.
Devil, you guys still in strike?
Yeah, I think we're lagging behind a bit. We're 13 miles behind Felix right now. We're trying to push ahead now.
Beehive, Garfield 2-2, request bogey dope.
Garfield 2-2, Beehive, bra 282, 108, 25,000, capping 2 contacts, probable fulcrum.
That was a closer contact than that one that you booked.
Devil, Jolly, Roger. We're playing right side until the push, until the attack.
Devil 9.
All players Beehive, lowdown Alpha 3, active. Bullseye 07725, 6, active. Bullseye 304, 38, 6, active. Bullseye 354, 35, 5, active. Bullseye
That can't be useful.
Bullseye 322, 46. Lowdown Alpha. And all players correction standby.
Residual, let's say 5.
Yeah, that's from Angelic.
Jolly
Doesn't
1,
concern
Mud
us.
5.
Felix 3-2, Mud 5.
Jolly 1, Nails times 4, Mirage 2.
So, I saw 2 fulcrums, so 29 nails
All
in
players
front
correction
of
to
us.
lowdown Alpha.
I wonder what they're up to.
3, 32, 46.
Yeah, we're trying to locate him right now.
Okay, I don't see them, and I haven't seen them.
316, 21 miles entry.
Felix 1, Beehive, picture 8 groups, leading edge, azimuth, separation 32, west group, bullseye 18, correction, west group, bullseye 30821, 17,000, track south, east group, 20,000, track southwest.
Felix 1, Fox 1.
Oh, something showed up.
So we definitely have playtime of about 60 minutes, and then some, right?
What's the scale of your...
So it should be plenty of time for this.
Philip 1, 2, Fox 3, northeast group.
Those friendly. No, those are...
Jolly 1, Singer 5, defender.
Morris 1, recommend commit, east group. Phillips 1, 2, Singer 5.
One is this to...
Felix 3-2, Singer 5.
Picking up like some
sympathetic returns holding.
In front of us to the right. Still trying to find...
It's on me, Felix 1, 2.
Yeah, I got several contacts in the 20,000 baud. More than 100 miles out yet.
Beehive, Jolly, one for air.
Just picked up 2 contacts a little right off the nose for 80 miles.
Yeah, there's one more to the left, a little bit closer. Like 10 miles.
Full place Beehive, west group splitting, south on 26,000, bullseye 270, 12.
Yeah, I've got right group has 2 contacts for me.
10,000, Jolly commit, south
Yeah,
on.
that's right. I have one additional contact bearing 260-ish.
Affirmative, same here. So 3 only total, yeah?
340, 15,
Sorry, I stepped on you.
5,000 hot.
So 3 in total?
Looks like it. They're not coming at us right now, so I would just wait and see what happens.
791 Fox 3.
West group north arm maneuver hot.
When did he label groups? I don't know.
Yeah, they're coming hard, aren't they?
The southern group. Jolly 6, recommend commit, east group bra 002 30 22,000, stats down to 13,000.
Correction, heading towards us.
West group
Yeah,
south
I've got
arm damaged.
2, repeat that.
Jolly 6, recommend commit bra 007 25 22,000, hot, east group south arm.
That's not for us.
Coffee 2, commit on
Felix 3-2 targeted raw,
southern
35621, 11,000, flank right.
West group south arm.
Triple half action.
Coffee 2, commit, target, multiple contacts south of
Half
southwest.
action target so I can see the parameters.
79 threat bra 020 10 miles 22,000, hot, east group south arm, recommend scram south.
So,
791 Magnum 5.
2 copies.
You want to deal with both groups or just the north one?
Double 9 snap.
They're too close, we have to work both of them at the same time. You take the
Felix
right
3-2
guys.
Fox 3.
I would take care of the left guy, make sure that he doesn't bother you.
Creep C2, save bandit, altitude.
Set muscle mount.
15,000 merging on the nose now, tally.
West group south arm. Felix 1-1, recommend target. East group south arm, 22,000
guys
hot.
now, so I only see them as one big group.
Felix 1-1.
Yeah, it'll get better the closer we get. I lost the left guys where he's turning away from us, so I would
Felix 3-2
support
Fox
you
1.
for the right guy.
792 snap, 210.
I think he's nudging us to the left.
I've declared my contact, Bra 20, on my nose, 7 miles, 18,000 feet.
East group south arm
Copy 2,
hostile.
music on.
2.
Felix 1-1 merge, west group south arm, 5,000.
What's the plan? Skate or Banzai?
Felix 1-1, Fox 1.
It's Banzai.
2.
Banzai.
Jolly 6-3, recommend hot right, target east group north arm.
Going to
7 miles
crank
north.
right.
Low, very low.
2 copies all.
Splash 1, Felix 1-1.
Lost contact on Felix 1-2. West group south arm,
He's
restart.
diving massively, I'm losing him.
50 mile mark.
Copy 2, 50 mark. Do you still have him? If you see 2, then you shoot 2.
Jolly 6-3, Felix 1-1, Jolly 6-3,
I see none right now.
East group north
Try
arm,
STT.
1,000.
Okay, then we're losing the
hot
fight.
left target west group south arm, bra 080, 13,
Let me pop down and,
17,000,
or you
left
pop
to
down and see if you
064.
can pick him up. I will stay up top.
2's got contact. Can you STT over?
Say again for
That's
Devil 9.
25k then.
Devil 9-1, bra 070, 14,
Two's dropping
14,000,
25,000.
maneuver, threat to Jolly 6-3.
Copy.
Devil 9.
I can get an STT on him.
Devil
Negative,
9-2,
negative, that's the
recommend
wrong guy,
target,
wrong guy.
Yeah,
target lead,
remember we think there are 2
16,000,
guys?
east group north arm.
What do you mean wrong guy?
Mars 1-2, Valkyrie.
STT
the
is
same group, right?
140 miles away.
Oh, was it?
Yep.
Fox.
Beehive, Garfield 2-2, Bovito.
No, you're right.
I think Morris is firing on
Got
the
the
same
2-2,
guy.
bra 302, 35, 25,000, capping. Devil 9-2, merged, 14,000, west group south arm.
How do we not see?
Splash.
25 clicks. He should be right on the nose, right?
Maybe not.
Morris 1-2, Morris 3-1, flow northeast.
Still no contact. I mean, he's on the nose. No contact.
I know it's very good.
Can you STT?
It must be around 25,000.
Beehive, Morris 1-1, 2 contacts, varying 196 for 56. Have they been committed on?
Morris 1-1, untargeted pop-up group. Morris 1-1, recommend commit pop-up group.
Yeah, that's him.
I've got him STT.
How far is he?
24.
Morris 1 committed.
Is he cold or hot?
One shot.
Flank right.
I mean, that's a solid shot if you want to take it. Take it.
Shoot.
9-2 Magnum.
2 Fox 3.
Devil
Fox
9-1,
1.
threat bra 0209 miles, 26,000, west group south arm.
Should crank left.
Morris.
Mars 1-2,
1,
Fox 3.
Fox 3 times 2.
I recommend to crank left
Cranking
to create
right.
more spacing.
Morris 1-2, double
Yeah,
targeted
be careful,
Garfield
Morris
2,
is
recommend
right in
flow
front of you.
northeast. How about package?
Copy. I'm just gonna crank left to create more spacing.
Devil 9-1,
Yeah, we're
merged,
sort of
25,000, west group south
converging
arm.
on the same target right now. Yeah, I've got here 2.
Devil 9-1, break right.
He's defensive.
Your visual?
Beehive, Garfield
Devil 9 1, Magnum
Garfield 2.
6.
He's. This is a vertical dive.
Last player step from Sega.
Morris 1-2.
You have
Are we still
Garfield 2. You're
band
vectoring Garfield and Morris on the same target. Are you aware?
Switch to Sparrow.
Garfield, I'm going to disregard that. Morris 1-2, flow northeast.
I'm shooting my target.
Oh, I shot.
It's fine, okay, it's fine.
Fox 1.
Banzai.
Bandit. What about the closer one?
Morris
Where
1
are you
defending
going?
SA6.
Both of them.
We just shot at the far one. There's a close one passing by us.
It's just passing to the right. Keep watching him.
791,
really?
792 merged, 18,000.
I'm not quite sure who's who. I have one.
Is he coming towards us? Keep looking.
Morris 1-1, shots trashed, split azimuth.
I have
One's on
one
our
who's
house.
diving down right now. And he's going cold.
Right, I'm shooting again.
Your radar.
Watch the other guy. Try to look for the other guy.
Yeah, I got him in front of me 10 miles. I'm gonna take the shot now. He's flanking left to right.
We're on some bandits still.
I lost him.
Are you in pursuit of one?
Yeah, from right behind him.
How long until you get
Place
him?
back at
Because
14.
I have a shot.
791, threat
18,000.
bar 020, 11,000.
Okay, I have a break off.
Pop up
I
route
can't,
southeast arm.
guys climbing. How long until
Morris
the
1-1,
shot?
recommend recommit pop up
Breaking
route.
off.
Your shot
Confirm
one.
you want Morris 1 to recommit.
Confirmed.
Coffee 2-1, Fox 1. Fulcrum. Correction flanker.
They're set to not attack.
791 Fox 3.
Low or like over Cyprus now and just nothing. This was supposed to be a very reinforced place, wasn't it?
I'm about to merge.
Copy.
791, business suite. 791 merged, 5,000.
I think we'll bridge with the other bandit. He's low.
Morris 1-1, beehive status.
I got him.
Morris 1 is out cold, referencing 125. Morris 2 and 3 are in hot towards area. I can delouse if need.
One's breaking up.
Morris 1-2 picture.
Morris
Coffee
1-2,
2-1,
flow
Fox
east
2.
standby. Morris 1-1, D-791, 991, bra 06513, 8,000, and also
Just flash.
report, mission cancelled.
Took way too long. We took out both, didn't we?
Morris 1-2,
Did we kill the other?
1979 miles, 5,000, furball, bubble.
We haven't killed him, so if you got both, then we got both.
I got the bandit lock that's on Devil's
Nah.
backside. You want me to delouse and Zed?
Yeah, just
I only
shoot
killed
everyone.
one, so keep looking. Sanitize the airspace.
Copy.
Flow 120 for now.
31
Fox
bogging
1.
out.
120.
I need some help here.
My river.
Copy.
Switch to
Flash
Sparrow.
bandit, Devil, you're clear.
We're out.
Thanks a lot, buddy.
Oh, we're out? Alright. Phoenix as it is.
Morris is climbing back out. Angels
We seem
9,
to be
reference
clean as far
27,
as
ready for
data link is
tasking.
concerned.
Yeah, same here.
Morris 1-1, 791, scram south.
Scramming south.
State is
79 Fleming.
300, fuel state 10.3.
Copy, I'm at 411, state 11-4.
Beehive,
Hey, guys.
Garfield 2-2, confirmed mission cancelled.
Garfield 2 Beehive, that's
2
confirmed. Mission
mission
cancelled.
also.
Report. Replayed it.
Did they cancel the mission?
Yep.
Garfield 2, mission cancelled. Guys, did he ever respond to me or am I going crazy?
No, he's too busy. He's too task saturated.
Yeah, okay, so it was me, right?
No.
So, we RTB? Is that it?
Just ask him, I guess, if we need to RTB or need to wait for some assets.
We have Coffee 2 RTB.
Was it cancelled?
Probably mission failure for some sort.
Garfield 2 Beehive, correct, that's RTB.
Damn.
Copy Coffee 2, thank you. Oh, unfortunate, I was just starting to enjoy myself playing with you guys.
Yeah, well, it's quite unfortunate. Although those MiGs were set to not to be hostile. Who's rejoining? What's your altitude?
Coming home states then, I guess. I will climb back up to 32.5.
Yeah, copy. I'm passing under you, gonna rejoin.
Yeah, I just want you to have controls, right? Makes it easier. So that would be waypoint 3, wouldn't it?
Affirm. Home base set.
Okay.
Copy. Fucking boring ass mission.
Garfield 2, Morris 1, Morris 3,
What time with you?
Say again?
Go for Morris 1 Beehive.
We're tied with you.
All those players updated state and you're being retasked to DCA, new picture, multiple groups, leading edge picture, single group, bullseye 2, 7, 6, 39,
Well, you
low,
definitely
full contact track, southwest.
pinging me if that's what you're asking.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I'm tied with you. I have my radar on you.
Okay.
Stand by.
So, yeah, you don't have to tell me, I don't care. I can see who it is, right?
Yeah, copy. I think Beehive tried to call you. Just ask him what he wants.
BF Coffee 2, go.
Garfield 2, what state?
Coffee 2, stand by. You were,
Guys,
what,
we got looks like
311?
leakers on our tail. I'm in right.
7 now. And yeah, affirm 301.
Garfield 2,
0,
flow
0, no?
northeast.
Correction 300.
Morris 1, 2, flow northeast.
Okay, we're gonna have to change to a northeast heading, so let's make it 06. Coffee 2 flying 060, stand by for state.
Nails 29, 6 o'clock.
Yeah, it's just nails, could be 200 miles away, let's not be too nervous.
This pisses me off about it. Did he answer the state?
And say you
Morris 1,
feel state
130
again.
miles, single group.
You answer.
9.5.
Beehive Morris 3-1 is
Thank
supporting.
Morris
3
1,
supporting.
commit, target, trailer.
We have Coffee 2, state is
Man, sure, it's
712,
like so
low
slow to
state,
the point where they just ignore us.
9.5.
Okay.
It's close enough.
This was kind of cringe.
Beehive Morris 3, bug it out.
Morris 3, bra 00621, very low, hot, full contact, Single group.
How to make your friend in a VR headset regret the
Golf
VR
2,
headset.
copy.
Nah, that's fine. I don't get motion sick. Do that all day you want.
Single group split azimuth, east group very low, track south, west
Don't you
group,
forget, I'm the one
maneuver,
like cranking my neck all around while
west
we're
on,
merged.
east on, west on.
I've been in some fucked up like situations and no motion sickness.
I'm not quite sure
Watch
where
them
you
on
want this
status
game.
shots.
Box 3 times 1,
this is the
climbing
protected
out,
area,
cold, 180, 2's in, supporting.
I think you should call him again. I think he forgot about us.
I mean, he's aware of us.
So German.
And he's vectoring people, so I wonder if we have to replace another group and kind of do cover for the retreat.
I wanna land.
Morris 1-1, single contact in the east arm vanished. Morris 3-1 merged east arm, he's at 300 feet.
Merged. We're sitting here.
Thought we were supposed to avoid the merge.
Felix 3-1 beehive.
I really think it's like depends on your mission. If you're defending other assets, you
Box
can't
3.
avoid the merge. You need to banzai and kill him.
Yeah, but like, well, they said medium threat level, right? Like,
Yeah, but if he leaks past them,
Oh.
then it's then
oh yeah, for sure. I guess up there it's sort of unavoidable. But then again, who's left up there?
Splash 1 MiG-29, state 9.5. 1,
That
2,
boy has to get the fuck out of there. He's got no fuel.
Gotha 2-1 Fox 3. Commit bullseye 22548. 2 contacts tracking south. Verbal with 1.
Garfield 2 commit, please could you give us a bra?
Gotha 2 bra 03044.
Upset 1-1,
stats,
second Fox 3.
2000.
030 Garfield 2.
03044.
Okay, so we have a commit here, let's get the fangs out.
That's like on bullseye, right? Did you say 03C for 44?
791 beehive.
9, go ahead.
One standby, all players Grand Slam.
Yeah,
close
something
down.
like that.
LTD.
One you're descending, right?
Yeah, rapid.
9 is dynamite.
Wait, are we descending?
I don't know.
Pushing Crimson, Devil, 9-1.
I don't know. By the way, that target's only 40 miles away. You should find him quickly.
Do you see the jamming going on? It's so awesome.
Garfield 2 beehive.
Go for Garfield 2.
Garfield 2-1, current picture clear, all players versus RTB.
Copy, Garfield, going RTB. We have a radar jam from 08060. Is that a friendly?
Looks friendly to me.
Very.
Then should be 060.
Could be Felix 3-1, currently
I got Timber Sweet on a friendly on the jam.
Yeah, copy. Thank you, Garfield 2, RTB.
Morris 3135, understand your RTB.
Coffee 2, music off.
I think that's our boys up there.
Yeah. That's enemies, right? 2 copies.
Yeah.
And I'm putting my muscle off too.
2 master arms off.
So we're only like 80 miles out, and I don't really want to climb back up. I'm gonna set it for 20, Angels 26.
Copy. Be advised, I'm just 1 mile off your trail, rejoining your wing.
Yeah, copy. Feel free to use the radar if you like. I don't mind. Makes it easier for you. That's what it's there for.
Yeah, we got visual.
Yeah, okay. Just, you know, the closure is a little bit easier with the radar.
That's very refreshing from the pissiness people usually get when you try and STT friendlies.
Yeah, that is because nobody has explained to them the secret of a volume knob yet.
Don't start him, don't start him.
So a top secret, advanced technology, such a volume knob.
Oh, thank God, I thought it was going to last 6 pages.
Morris 1-2 RTB.
Maybe that's the reason why I got shot.
Okay, I'm shooting for 0.7 now. Let's see if I can actually beat that precise.
Beehive Morris 31 RTB misrep splash 1 29.
Beehive.
Alright.
I don't know what spares we had, but we had the shittiest spares ever.
No, we have the best ones.
Do we?
No, we don't. Never mind. We have the MH, not the Papas.
Okay.
MH is second best though.
Yeah, I guess it's not the shittiest. I mean, I was really close, so...
Isn't the shittiest like 7F?
Yeah, for sure.
Because it's FMHP, right?
Yeah, you're right, I think. MF, MH, then P, yeah, just exactly what you said.
Poor lad still has 4 in the tunnel. I might just leave you here, TBH.
Yeah, feel free.
I guess you're just going back and doing domestic stuff anyways, so...
Hey Flags, if we want to land at Wujan, or Wudra, should we switch to button 8 on com 1? Is that the one?
Yeah, it should be called Common Tower or something.
Yeah, that's button 8, okay. Wouldn't mind if you do the arrival comms. I can do it, but I'm lazy. Oh, there you are. Nice, playboy.
Hi, hi. Yeah, if you want, I can do it, it's fine.
I don't care either way.
There's no control anyways at Wuja, so there's not much to say.
That is true.
Right, well.
So let me think, when do we want to descend? Oh, probably right about now.
You have your waypoint set. You have your radio set. You have your sippy cup.
It's with me, thanks, baby.
Alright. You have fun with your landing then. I'll see you later.
Thanks, Papa.
Alright, good luck.
See you, buddy. One check hook.
I know, I'm just messing with you.
One check hook.
I'm not looking.
Just messing with you.
You can't get me. I know where my lever's at.
Friendly, 11 o'clock, 1 mile. Alright, I got nails, 8 o'clock. And dirt, 6 o'clock.
Oh no. My area left and just woke up.
Looks like nails, 7 o'clock.
How far are we from Wuja? 30 miles?
I've got dirt at 6 o'clock, and
yeah, 34.
5 o'clock, and nails, 8 o'clock.
You have coffee too.
Coffee 2, great.
Alright, coffee 2, request frequency change to Wuja.
Frequency change approved.
See ya.
See ya.
Morris 3, 2 in the circuit currently, join initial runway 02, left-hand traffic, QFE 29.38, report initial.
Shit, there's ATC.
Join initial, copy the traffic, and second QFE Morris 3.
Morris 3, QFE 29.38.
2938. Morris 3 will call initial.
Uja Tower, Gaffy 2.
Level 9 initial.
300425. Request max penetration.
Garfield 2, standby, break, Devil 9-1, traffic, Harrier on final, winds 160, 10 knots.
I've got dirt at 6 o'clock. And nails, 5 o'clock.
Devil 9's in the break.
Morris 1-2, request max penetration.
Morris 1-2, standby, Garfield 2-1, pass details.
Gaffy 2, 2 ship F-14, request radar. Good job.
Garfield 2-1, join initial, runway 02, left-hand traffic, QFE 29.38, report initial, free in circuit.
Pagan 5-1, vacating.
Approach initial, QFE 2938, in the traffic, Gaffy 2.
791 on final, gear down.
Devil 9-1, clear to land, runway 02.
2938.
Clear to land,
Pagan
02,
5-1, welcome to Wujar, continue taxi to D1.
Tower Pagan 5-1, saw some debris just to the right of the threshold of the runway.
Okay, roger, be advised, Devil 9-1, debris at the start of the runway.
Say again for Devil 91.
Devil 9-1, be advised there is debris at the start of the runway, just before the threshold.
Got that, Devil 9, thank you.
Morris 3 initial.
Morris 3, traffic behind F16, wind 160, 10 knots.
K2, say again.
2938, right? It's QNH?
Morris 1-2, pass
2938,
details.
yes, correct.
Copy.
Morris 1-2, Singleton F-14. $20 miles to your north, 12,000 feet, west initial.
Morris 1-2, join initial, runway 02, left-hand traffic, QFE 29.38, report initial, 2 in.
Morris 3 downwind land.
Morris 3-1, continue approach.
Continue Morris 3.
And Morris 1-2, did you copy my last?
Yep, Morris 1-2 copied.
Morris 3, final gear down.
Morris 3-1, clear to land, runway 02.
Clear to land, Morris 3-1.
Nails, 7 o'clock.
Yep.
The field's on a hill to the left there.
Morris 3-1, welcome to Wujar, just vacate at the end.
Yeah,
of the
no, I'm
runway.
just trying to get the right angle so we don't have to maneuver too much since you're on
Yeah,
the
Morris
wing.
3, copy, we'll vacate midpoint if you're happy.
So I'm flying a
Oh,
bit
can
of
you
a
make the
DE out.
taxiway?
Of course I can, it's not my first rodeo.
Oh, Morris 3-1, you're a lovely chap. Yep, report vacated.
Tower info 3
we
also
go.
start fixing them.
Yeah, Vulture 2-3,
Scholar and Agent, we are
backtrack,
vacated.
runway 02,
Good night.
vacate right.
Copy that. Positive.
And Morris 1-2, state intentions. I have you coming in from the northwest of the field, should be coming in from the south. Morris 1-2, state intentions.
Morris 1-2. Oh, sorry, I was visual on the runway.
Morris 1-2, runways to your 3 o'clock. Report airfield in sight.
Yeah, airfield in sight.
Okay, Morris 1-2, join a right downwind now for runway 02 and extend downwind.
Morris 1-2, right downwind.
Okay, this looks promising.
Fights on.
Just
Delta
set
2,
fights
3,
on.
continue taxi to the ramps.
Friendly 3-ship, Bra, 035.
If I remember correctly, it was on top of one of those plateaus right there, right?
Yeah, closer to the coast.
Morris 1-2, traffic at your 12 o'clock, joining initial, Tomcat, wind 160, 10 knots.
Morris 1-2.
There's a friendly, 12 o'clock, 7 miles.
2, detach. Garfield 2, long initial for runway 02.
Garfield 2, traffic at your 1 o'clock, opposite direction, Tomcat, wind 160, 10 knots. Morris 1-2, continue approach, runway 02.
Morris 1-2.
Peter, just be aware we need to do an initial, yeah? Not straight in.
Straight in, that is correct.
Morris 1-2, check height.
He gave us an initial, he didn't give us a straight in.
That is... yeah, I know we do. Garfield 2, just to confirm, we are on a straight in approach, not the initial.
I didn't give you a straight in, I gave you an initial.
I requested a straight in originally.
Yeah, but I
Copy,
gave you an
Garfield
initial
2,
instead
going
of
around.
that, so you should have followed my instruction.
Yeah, Garfield 2 going around.
Garfield 2, roger, go around, traffic 12 o'clock low.
And around we go.
We could have saved it.
I don't want to. I'm stubborn like that. I heavily disagree with the entire like airfield procedures that we have here.
Morris 1-2, clear to land, runway 02.
2 rejoin.
Morris 1-2, clear to land, runway 0.
Yeah, copy.
2.
Garfield 2 request climber detail.
No, wait, just turn around.
Turning the tailwinds.
Garfield 2, make left-hand traffic, report downwind.
Garfield 2.
Morris 1-2.
Alright, I'm gonna stay in trail then.
Cover 2 reporting downwind.
Oh, we got nails right on our 6. And, oh, nails. 5 o'clock.
Alpha 2, no traffic, wind 160, 10 knots.
Okay, I guess we did it now. So, 2 detached.
Okay, 2's in trail already, and we've got good spacing.
Nice. Cover 2, final gear down for full stop.
Garfield 2, clear to land, runway 02.
Clear to land 02, go for 2. I don't see your visual with me around.
Yeah, Ethan.
Heads up, nails.
Okay, it's a bit of long approach here, but
Nails, 5 o'clock.
If you can take the left side, I'll take the right.
Feet. 300. 200.
Garfield 2, welcome back. Vacate left when able.
Left when able, left 2.
Nails, 8 o'clock.
I'm leaving DCAF. I want no part of this place. I'm out.
Every last
I think in the next mission we will be retreating and they'll be chasing us, right?
Every last person back to V1.
I didn't say that. Oh, wow.
Get the 16s, land them on the build, and get the fuck out.
Absolutely shocking.
Garfield 2, welcome to Ruja. Park at your discretion and just let me know once.
Okay, I'm gonna make some food for the debrief because that's probably gonna last till 1 o'clock.
Popcorn.
I gotta get some popcorn and wine.
Actually, yeah, that's a good shout. I might need a few bevies to get through this.
Exactly.
Morris 1 2 lost sight.
Where's the DC
Glass of Stovey B.
All call signs, Woodjud Tower, closing down.
So, Chris, sorry I didn't hear you because someone dragged me and people were talking in Discord.
I'm just getting the TAC view of the server.
Oh, okay. Oh, good job. Send it to me. If you would.
Put it in media, to be fair.
There's a tag view channel with a Google Docs link where you can find every tag view we do.
So what happened? Was the mission borked?
Is there a cursed tech views channel?
There's a cursed TAC views channel. We'll make it happen.
All I'm going to say is never send a Hornet to do a tornado's job.
I hope this is the worst mission execution we do all this decade.
I quote Jacob saying, "This is going to be easy."
True. I mean, so scramble.
I don't think we need this many Hornets.
2 SA6s was what I was told. Cap, don't worry about it. We've got 3 divisions of Tomcats.
So there's...
May I say that I'm glad Skynet wasn't on.
So there's 2 Tomcats who were pushed so far out of the way that nothing could happen to us, and I will take revenge and say we had a good time.
But nobody was supposed. There's a no-fly zone over Cyprus, and there was 3 or 4.
We had a good time.
Yeah, and we took care of them.
For a good time, not a long time.
Is there an objective we didn't fuck up?
We did.
Is it allowed to have a good time in the Tomcat?
Absolutely, I saved one of your 16s.
Yeah, man. Thanks for that. Respect.
That's what you have. That's what you have the crew chiefs for.
I saved my side chick.
I'm pretty sure that the
With my main chick.
That Murad was out of weapons because he was sitting there in the control zone for a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah, Vulcan and Pagan had no losses.
20 Squadron had no losses.
Vulture flight kept on falling off Wujar's runway.
Some of Vulture flight, Michael.
Yeah,
Michael?
that's what, yeah. Sorry,
Michael, there's the MiG-29s out of Cyprus where they set to like non-combative because they didn't want to shoot.
That's right, yeah. They were the Su-27s. Yeah, no missiles on them. They were just rules of engagement, don't engage. Because I didn't think anybody would be going over there.
Huh? That was literally where we were stationed.
They were beaming
That's where you were started, and you were supposed to have been pushed north.
Michael, in fairness, the controller Beehive did say recommend commit on that bullseye group, and I think Garfield therefore went for that because they were told to.
And honestly, they were well within like 80 miles. That is definitely commit range. Even if you hadn't told us to go for it, we were about to go for them anyway because we had Phoenixes and they needed to go.
In my defense, I could not predict what was going to happen in the north at the point at which I called commit.
No, you were good, man. We agreed with your commit core. We had Phoenixes that needed to fly.
I'm just going to run through a debrief. So quickly, like phase 0.
Right.
So just we'll get to it. Like we'll definitely get to it. So during like the phase 0, you know, the domestics. Did anyone have any points on that with the domestics portion?
Yes,
domesticated.
That's more like a fundamental thing. I don't think it's necessary to have like 20 flight like request startup. That's apron stuff. I mean, you have plane captains doing that sort of thing. Tower was pretty busy organizing everything, and all the engine startups were probably not necessary.
Yeah, we could have made a NOTAM where just call up when you're ready to taxi. So like there was quite a lot of us at Damascus. Cool. So the departures portion, like Michael, do you have anything as tower? Like how did it go from your end? I felt like there was a lot of there was one call that you made, Michael, where I think you said runway like 3 times in the same message. So like you can definitely shorten your calls down and get things moving a bit quicker from that point of view. Was there anything else from you, like in terms of just getting people out of Damascus? Like, was there any issues or problems?
No, not at all.
Okay. For next time, I recommend definitely like especially you've got like a load of people, and on lot ATC it's quite hard to like pick out people, and there were times where it was hard to see like who's where. So if you can just sit in
ECS,
like game master slot,
Gotcha.
and yeah, you sort of like have control of like red units as well if you need to, as like the mission maker if things aren't going your way. Okay, so we had some like drones, and Michael was just like, yeah, let's just scrap this, and I think that was a good call, just to move on with the mission. I think it would have taken up too much time with that sort of scramble for the QRA.
Sorry to cut in, Chris, but was there SAMs going off at all when you were taxiing? Anyone see any SAMs going off?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
Over the top of me.
Okay.
Wait, RWR, shut up.
Yeah, at least one drone was shut down by the SAM.
Okay.
Oh my god, that one just had like 3. But yeah. Okay, tanking portion. Any comments or feedback for people during the tanking?
Not sure it's a good idea to refuel 8 Hornets off one tanker and 2 Harriers off another.
Could be worse. Could be 2 Tomcats and then Hornets.
Actually, it was 8 Hornets then 2 Tomcats, if I recall.
What was the tanking plan there? I'm sure Texaco 1 was only correct to have the Hornets.
Yeah, that's correct.
Well, yes, but 8 of us.
It didn't take that long, did it?
No, but I'm just saying it would be better to not have 8 and 2. It would be better to have 10 and 2. 6 and 6 would be better.
I mean, I should have probably gone for Texaco 2. It was just we came out of an air-to-air engagement, and I was a bit like, okay, we burnt £5,000. I want to get that back, and so I just kind of looked at my knee board and went with. So originally, it wasn't intended that Felix 1 would be going to the tanker. It's just because we turned and burned a little bit, and then we came back to get some tanking. But I mean, you guys left anyway, so it's all good.
Even so, considering we had the opportunity to split up those divisions to go 1 on each tanker, it would have been faster. But I mean, it wasn't disastrous.
Can we determine who did the prettiest circles here?
What was the reason for the Rolex -5?
So we just saw everyone was marshalling. We met minimum force, and we were just like, it's pointless to get you holding an extra 5 minutes.
Gotcha.
But the fact that you called it -5 and then gave us 2 minutes to get lined up was a bit problematic. Because remember, we want to push past the point that we're currently circling around. When you give us, all of a sudden, instead of 7 minutes to get lined up, now we have 2.
Yeah, we were also going to like work it in because we knew that like no people were going to be like perfect, so we were going to use the like from CP Apple towards like Bullseye. We were going to use that to sort out the package, and like we spin some strikers, and it was actually setting up like pretty well, especially towards the end. I think Devil should have been like more forward and to the left. Like that was the main thing where it became a problem later on. Yeah, go ahead.
Can you go to the timestamp where the actual push should have happened? I'm curious, like how close we got.
It was like here, right? That's when we called the push.
Let's see how it plays out.
So Felix up top
as well. So Felix are quite far out from waypoint 1 now as well. Like waypoint 1 is more like Garfield. Garfield passed directly over.
2 words. INS drift.
Okay.
Well, wind drift, more like it. INS drift after half an hour is not that bad.
Yeah, but we ended up going to a merge.
Oh yeah, that's true. So you broke your INS.
I did break it. I looked at it. I pulled about 7.5 8Gs.
So
and I was like,
if I compare this push to the push a couple of weeks ago where we started discussing how to coordinate it, I think this looks a lot better.
Yeah, like I got a little bit lost there because I was following Garfield because I saw Tomcats up high, and
I'm just looking at like because Vulture's sticking out here is like they should have been seeing there's flights in front here, and like Tomcats out front like shouldn't be like pushing past them here. So we had to spin you guys, and then in the end it didn't work out.
I was more looking for a position like on the drawing where sort of rear right, and I got to about here, and this is where I was gonna match speed and hold. I didn't realise you wanted us so far back.
Yeah, but there was no problem. We spinned them there, and then they were 20 miles back.
So
I
So
just didn't realise
technically,
you wanted us so far
if
behind, sort of thing.
if you want a certain order to achieve, right, you would do this, except you would give every element of your package like a different push time. So you would
Yeah.
go like 10,
Uh,
11, 12, and so on.
I agree. Definitely, like for the briefing stuff, I would include that next time. I think I just was so committed on having the package push at that time and then sorting them out.
No,
But
it's
yeah,
I love it. It looks great. It looks much better than the last time.
yeah, it's good that we have a standard now where it's like, okay, you should be over that point at the push time or your push time, and definitely, I think next time, have people marshal, and then they'll know, okay, I need to be over that waypoint at that set time. So really here, some things started to develop, like obviously Vulture, we spanned them, and then that sorted itself. Devil was quite far after. What was your sort of like, what were you looking at here, and did you know this was Jolly?
You're talking to me?
Yeah.
Yeah, we just came out of the hold. I realized a bit late that everyone was heading basically for Bullseye. I was heading for a CP Lime, I think it was called, because yeah, that's what we decided to do. So then I realized we were too far to the right, but then I got the call, so we just corrected that.
Right.
And we stepped on it. We went military to just try and catch up.
So that seems like a briefing thing then, because like Lime shouldn't have been part of that push at all. Like I think Lime's here, right, at Hatay.
Yep.
So you can see everyone's tracking, towards what Kiwi here on the coast and what we select, which is our target. So yeah, a bit of a weird one here, and it was quite hard to sort of like get you up forward and in the right position, and then by the time you were there, we had Phoenix. Phoenix is out from Felix, and then...
Yeah, if I can comment from a radar picture thing. So this is for the Hornets and Vipers who don't necessarily know this. Because the Tomcat can only have 8 data link tracks, we do not see any of the hostiles in data link. So we just have to correlate that. And the problem when you have capping mirages is that they go in and out because they go through, main lobe clutter and zero Doppler filter, which is tough. As far as it's going, we managed to kind of get some shots here, but then the Phoenix does Phoenix things, and
we see range of that shot.
And the original intention with this plan was effectively. So I'm surprised in the sense that. I don't know what it was with the Vipers that they were unable to get their their harms off, because the game plan
it was too far out.
In testing, it's weird. Like when I launched at this SA5, I didn't get I was able to launch passing Bullseye here, and yeah, I wouldn't be being tracked.
Yeah,
by
but
it.
we weren't there. We did, I believe, shoot about Bullseye, didn't we?
Oh yeah, but I mean, you shouldn't have been like in the threat range from testing. Like I think it was about here. How many miles out were you? Like, did you catch that when it started tracking you, the SA5?
So I mean, Trosh and I ended up taking shots while we were spiked by the SA5, and we knew we were the leading edge, so chances were that we were the issue.
What's the distance to the SA5 right now? From the F-16?
So right now, so if we do it from this missile here. Okay, yeah, that's about right. So like, there, you should be able to loft your harms. I don't know why it was here. Yeah.
Because look, I'm not a Viper driver. I just would have thought you guys would have been up at like, I don't know, 40,000 feet or something to loft it, and but anyway, that's by the by. I guess what I intended was for Phoenix 1 was we were going to take a ripple of Phoenixes if we could, and that was to push some of the Mirages back. But because they were capping and lack of data link, it was super tough to get a sorting. And I effectively ended up saying to Trosh, you go for East Group, I'm going to go for West Group. And then I skated south because it's just like, I don't know whether I'm being targeted by the SA5, but I'm not going to risk it. And I think the weird thing as well with the Tomcats is that the Mika didn't appear on our radar warning receiver throughout, which is interesting, but more to know.
I think it would have been better to put like a full flight of F-14s up front, not only a section as well.
Well, there was meant to be a full flight. It was going to be Felix 1 as the leading section, and then Felix 3 in depth.
Right.
And the idea was, sorry, Jacob, you have a moment, but the intention was, as I had also said to the controllers, was Felix 1 takes leading edge shots, skates, Felix 3 cleans, and I was hoping at the time, which obviously turned out to be more of a liability than intended, is that they could get their harms off and just fuck off out of the picture, and then at least Felix 3 and Felix 1 could continue to drive and clean things.
Yeah, so about the harms there, what we did end up doing is what we were blocking 25. I wasn't aware that we could, on our own initiative, just start climbing. If we can do that, then yeah, sure, then we can have gone up to like 32 or something.
Well, like,
and then we could probably have shot.
When you loft, like, you'll bypass that, so like, there's no way you're going to loft staying at the block, so...
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, for me...
So that's the problem then, because what I ended up doing there is I went gate just to move in fast, and then we shot.
Jonas, you can also just ask the controller for a new block.
Yeah.
So like, I where we've been held for a little while, I was a little bit lower than I'd like to be on fuel. So I just asked, can we raise our block for fuel? And quite often,
I don't think you even need to be that high. I have to shoot a harm at 50 miles. I mean, its range is around 80.
It's more the harm pull-up mode, isn't it?
In any case, all I was saying, I mean, for us at least, the Tomcats, when we pushed, I immediately went up to Angels 40 to help as much as we could. But anyway,
just quickly on this engagement here, Devil. So let's see who shot. It looked like some AMRAAMs. Okay, those ones track. Is it all for the same? Like, did you guys all target this leading edge guy?
I targeted the leading edge. I told I think it was number 3, who was following me in to target the second one. But I think that whoever it was shot on his own initiative to protect us, because that was what I told them before.
Yeah,
so not very well coordinated, and I think we were just lucky. One of them managed to clip a wing or something. Doesn't look like it's hitting, but I guess it does. One of them.
Jonas, I have a question to you.
Go ahead.
Did you understand Peter's intent that you to bug out with him after you shoot the harm?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
But we hadn't shot the harm we were being engaged before we were in range. So
I made sure when I was putting the Tomcat game plan together that I briefed those who needed to know. I told the Tomcat game plan to the controllers, and Jonas and I spoke.
What was your game plan?
Hello?
The game plan effectively was, as I say, was that Felix 1 was going to be the leading edge. We were going to take shots, but because of the fact that we're up at 40,000 feet and SA5 is going to be launching at us, it would be stupid for us to go banzai while there's an SA5 monging out. So the idea was that we take the shots the moment, either if it's timeout or it goes pitbull, which we couldn't do pitbull because the target was dropping and we couldn't get a reliable twist shot. So we took shots, and then the moment it timed out or trashed, we skated. The part of the intention, because I was thinking that the ranges would be similar, was that the Vipers would be able to get their shots off and skate, and Felix 3 was going to be 20 miles in trail offset to basically clear up and protect Felix 1 and Devil 9.
When the leading edge skated, it left the entire seed package completely naked.
Yep, we got wrecked.
Felix 1, did you call committed on the west group?
And
I can't remember.
In fairness,
was this also that why Jolly got
Jacob.
In fairness, there's no excuse for how badly Jolly just died. There's no excuse for it.
Look, I informed the controllers, and I informed the Vipers that was what Felix 1 was going to do. Felix 3 was going to continue to prosecute an OCA game plan. However, I felt that Felix 1, it was far too risky for us to go straight into a banzai while we were spiked by SA5s. For me personally, and I know Trosh was the same, is that both of us had launch warnings, and we don't have the sophistication or SAM threat circles to know whether we're being launched on or not. So it was very much the case of Felix 3 attempts to clean up, and then once Felix 1 feels safe, they can pitch back in and continue to clear. Maybe one of the things that could have helped is that the Jolly Rogers could have been, I don't know, 30, 40, 50 nautical miles even behind, given that the SA6s weren't sensitive in the same way that the SA5 was.
We were fragged to follow right along next to you.
Yeah, no, I'm not disagreeing with that. I'm just saying it's with the.
Did you know, by the way? Did you know that if you go below 1,000 feet, you don't even need to terrain mask. If you just go below 1,000 AGL, the 5 loses you completely.
Yeah, no, I'm aware of that also, but it's just I don't know whether I'm spiked or not, and I'm gonna play safe.
I think maybe as part of the execution, how it ended up there is I was Felix 3, the flight in the back that was supposed to be 20 miles behind cleaning up. I was fragged as a flight of 2, and then my flight lead experienced a DCS disconnect. So you can, so it's kind of hard being a singleton looking out into whatever the fuck that turned into immediately. The targeting flow was really difficult to follow because it was a bit messy, and then it's just like me there trying to figure out what's going on. Everyone's getting, Singer 5 indications, and meanwhile most of the package was in front of me, and I don't know if that was actually intended. If we were supposed to be, if the leading edge of blue was supposed to be Pete in a 2-ship, and I was supposed to be the second leading edge 20 miles behind, was it intended that like the package would be in front of me? And then I have one shot opportunity, one flow, and I can't really target more than like 1 or 2 guys at the same time. And that's if the targeting can be made on time and correlated between the controllers. That's a bit rough. So I'm not sure why the package was so close to us. Or if it had to be so close to us, then maybe we should have just walled up all like 10 Tomcats and just been like bonsai, bonsai, bonsai.
I think what would have helped is as soon as people called Singer, just flow south, like to defend that SA5. Devil did end up taking it out, but I think there was some complications as well. They didn't actually loft their they didn't loft their harms. Where I think if they lofted them, they would have gotten so much more range and been able to employ earlier. So it became frustrating to sort of follow when Devil was forward of the package, intermixed with enemy air, and yeah, it just becomes a messy furball.
Was having seed players on the leading edge, or almost on the leading edge, was that part of your intent?
Well, so if you guys are forced to defend that SA5, you guys would continue flowing south as part of like the phase 2 after first launch, which should have happened a bit earlier because Devil didn't loft. And then as you're flowing south, if we assessed that Felix wasn't going to be successful with the force protection, we were going to move Garfield and Morris up to the northeast towards Bullseye. That's what was the plan, but it became quite messy to deal with.
I feel like the plan is set up in such a dynamic way that there is no space for that. Like as you saw here, there's like no space to like move Garfield and Morris.
How far was Garfield?
Can I ask a question as an external observer?
Go.
What was the intended package disposition?
Oh, I could show you.
Because I did see the brief and all the questions I'm here. So from my point of view, it looks to me like the reason why this all went wrong was because the escort was a pair and they were 5 miles in front of the strikers. Was that intended? If not, what was the planned disposition?
So basically, from CP Apple the push, Felix, their game plan, because they're 2 flights here, they were going to have a setup where you have a leading edge and then a trail, protecting the forward quarter, of the package. So when
And
we
how
move
far
up to-
behind? How far behind them is the package supposed to be?
What, the strikers?
Yes.
What we're talking about, like 30, 20.
The strikers went
about
home. They were
30
safe.
miles. Yeah, they were out of like harm's way. We spanned the strikers around this point.
Seed,
here.
I mean.
Oh, so the seed. So Devil and Jolly would be up front with Felix. Well, Felix's leading edge pair, and then this is their trailing edge pair to start that grinder. And then what was going to happen is they would defend the SA5, Devil and Jolly, and Felix 1 in this case, which was the leading edge. They would go and flow south, or it'll break off like this. So Devil would flow south, and then Jolly would flow south-southeast, and Felix at 1 as needed, and then Felix 3 would be the cleanup to
Sure. So I reckon. So pull that apart a little bit more, because that's where it's gone wrong. You can see that in attack view as well. As soon as Felix are forced to leave, for whatever reason, and that could have been because there were more than just 2 red or the SA5, the seed package is left carrying the baby.
Yeah, exposed.
Yeah. Like you cannot protect something from behind it, is all I'll say. So if if Felix had to leave, and they did, and they had good reason to leave, then it's worth looking at the game plan to see what could be done about it. The other part about that is have a look at your force matching. So as you say, you had 2 up the front, 1 behind. You probably knew that 1 behind was happening from about, I don't really know when Felix 2 or 3 went disconnected, but you potentially had enough time to reroute some of the other Felixes or other Tomcats up north. Given though that the whole package was going north, you needed more than a pair up the front, I think, in order to keep the door open. That's my 2 cents.
With this picture here, Bosch, so is 4 Tomcats enough for this picture?
I can't see it too clearly because I'm driving. But what is the picture?
2 groups, and they're Mirage, both groups.
Mirage 2005.
Two contacts each group.
So they're going to skate off that, right? Like you're not going to merge one to one with those Mirages initially, which means that if you're going to skate, you need enough room for the skate and then the recommit for a bonsai flow in order to make this work. So that means you're going to need at least, so you can either commit in range or in wall, but if you're going to skate, you're going to need enough room to flow cold and then face up again, so between 30 to 50 miles or so.
Mm-hmm.
I think the timings could have fixed this, and with Felix being in front with like 4, at least 1 or 2 flights, would have fixed a bit of this. I'm not gonna say Felix saved everyone.
I don't. See, just in my opinion, right, and I'm not technical at all, right, I still can't understand, with everything you said, everyone said, it was, they're good, the Mirages are pretty decent fighters, but there were so many of you, and there's only 4 fighters.
Yeah, but Michael, there's tasks.
Damage.
When a Hornet or a Viper's loaded up, they become bricks, really. Like.
So yeah, that's number 1.
I don't think it's about maneuverability. We had a G limit today of like 5G.
I think maneuverability. It's not about beating it in a BFM fight. It's about being able to run those timelines. You guys weren't
right. Yeah, but
you guys didn't switch air to air soon enough. And maybe you can't be completely faulted for not seeing that coming. But
we got the commit call at 20 miles.
Yeah, but how did I say that?
No, we were on the same freak.
Okay.
But we didn't get the commit air to air until 20 miles.
It was briefed that we were doing broadcast control, so you got to take some responsibility for groups that go within your NLT.
I have a question. I got here a bit late. When Felix won, so Parker, or Pete, when you skated, what was your comms? What did you say? Or did you just execute your game plan?
I executed the game plan as and how I had told the
Okay, so but
controllers, and
there was no like going like flow into some direction or some abort or any indication to anyone else that you're not
No,
looking at
I
the enemy
think I
anymore?
remember. What I don't remember was the commit, but I do remember Fox 3 and then Pitbull flowing south. I think.
I think it was because the thing was, from my picture, again, no data
Mm.
link in front of me, so I'm having to hold the picture in my head.
Yeah.
And I saw an eastern group, I saw a western group. I said to Troge, try and commit what you can to the eastern group. I go for the western one because the contacts were merged. They were beaming and or cold, so they were coming in or out. I took the shots. I said Fox 3. I announced that my missile was trashed. I don't think I made a call that I was flying cold at that time, but I think it was because, obviously,
Okay,
the benefit of hindsight, I should have said that. I'll finish shortly.
Yeah.
But I think it was, at least in my head at this moment, I was thinking things are not moving in the way that they should be right now. And I think it was because I previously made an assumption, at least with the game plan, that I did not think that the Hornets would be this far ahead. I thought they'd be more in trail, which is, this isn't the Hornets' fault. They were, as with the overall plan, there was just a disconnect in that, because as far as I thought, from the bigger game plan of things, it's like the SA5 needs to go so the SA6 can go, and so there was that part. But
Okay.
yeah.
So in general, just a few observations. So I think Blue already like indicated some of it. So the setup could have been improved with proper like timelines. You have a sweep flight first of all, cleaning up stuff. Then you have an escort flight, and the beautiful thing is those two can set up a grinder almost pretty intuitively. It almost happens by itself, and that is in front of the seat fighters. Would be great if we have so many Tomcats. We could think about Touts, and that eases the problem of sweep fighters going into the SAM zone as well.
Honestly, don't need it against a 5 with no Skynet.
Well, no, but he was concerned about starting a dogfight in a SAM zone, which is a valid concern, right? So if any Tomcat just has 2 Touts, they just pop them off, and after that they're just basically a cap fighter without extra baggage. And then just proper communication, and if they like, I saw that the F-16s kind of kept focusing on the seed task. Like I saw harms flying away while they were being attacked from enemy fighters. So somehow communication broke down. Like, I don't expect a Viper shooting a harm when they're within 10 miles of an enemy who's free to do what he wants. That was a bit surprising. And that's basically it. I mean, this didn't have to turn out this way. I think the setup wasn't too bad.
Can I? So,
Yeah.
I've seen this over the last year or so, and this sort of, from time to time, is a theme. I don't know why. Like, for whoever said, "Oh, should 4 Tomcats be enough for 4 Mirages?" It's like, well, it could be, but considering the form that nowadays, if you shoot at something, all it has to do is turn cold and the missile's trashed, you have to consider, like, okay, so every time it does that, we either have to bonsai into it, where it's just a toss-up, or we all have to pump and grind. And if you consider that the average timeline length range in the Tomcats anywhere between, like, I don't know, 35 and 50 miles, how much distance do the leading edge OCA players need from the package? It's like, well, 2 or 3 or even 4 iterations of 35 and 50 miles. So literally, it should be like the package is 100 miles behind the Tomcats if you want them to have time to pump and grind in this 4v4 where it's going to come down to, you know, like, finally once we get close enough to shoot a Phoenix where it you know, can't be just trashed when it goes cold. It's not like the AMRAAM where you guys just push in until 25 miles, take a shot, and then you're like, yeah, this is 90% going to hit, and then I'm done. So the people that keep kind of creating these ops under the assumption that, like, oh, well, the Tomcats can take long shots and, you know, have plenty of time, and then we'll keep pushing through. It's like, no, because if any one of these bots or players or whatever it is on red can turn cold, then everything has to essentially freeze, and then we either have to continue in, elevate our risk, and then you have Tomcats fighting within visual range, which isn't really what they're meant for at all, or, you know, we need to build in, like, not just 5 or 10 or 50 or 15 or 20 more miles. It needs to be like sets of 35, 50 mile like increments behind the Tomcats for each iteration. Do you know what I mean? Like, if we wanted to do one full front guys shoot, pump, skate, lead guys shoot, pump, skate, front guys shoot, pump, skate, lead guys shoot, crank, bonsai, that's like 100 miles minimum distance from the package. And meanwhile, when I was having my... Sure.
So 100 miles is excessive for OCA. Like, that's about 15 minutes of pure
like
air to
all the way
air
down here.
while you're for the strikers. So that's not going to work for you. Like, you do need to elevate risk as OCA. That's your job, to go down range. You should give yourself a little bit of room to deal with to grind a couple of times. And if the red force is overwhelming, then sure, you might need to spin the strikers, but you can't plan to 100 miles because that's an extra 15 minutes of exposure for potentially no gain. Break. Part of the the other part to that is actually disregard.
Then don't have the Tomcats doing this job, because anytime we're pushed to shoot like less than 35 miles away, we're losing all of our advantage, and we're just taking all of the cons.
So one other thing is, once they take their nose off, then as OCA players, you need to immediately face and start claiming the ground that they've allowed you to take.
Which is in an SA5 mez in this case.
Yeah, which is unfortunate.
I think there's a lot of like debriefing points that goes. I think this is like the most like I can't sort of put a root cause on anything at the moment. There's just so many things that go into it. Quite a dynamic situation.
I think but when you look at the deck view, you can see that Felix was probably spiked by the SA5 and got defensive because of the SA5, and Devil went defensive because of the fighters.
Well, they didn't though. Like, I was expecting a lot of them to flow south, but that didn't happen. That's like 1 point. You know.
So why did that happen?
So, okay. So, controller, you getting winning or losing comms from the Tomcats at this point? Like, when Devil should have really started flowing south?
Losing comms.
So with the losing comms, would it, you know...
Yeah, there was a contract as well.
Yeah. This is the thing, like, the Vipers needed to push to get the seed done, to be able to sort of give the Tomcats that space to then be able to get to the OCA and, like, BFM, right?
I'm trying to sort of write down, like, the separate points. So I guess we can say with Devil, they didn't loft their harms, so they had to push in more forwards to employ, which had them in front of fighters, and you know.
Another note for Double is I noticed in the TAC view you guys were extremely tight formation and not spread combat wise.
Yeah.
So it kind of allowed for you guys to just be a large single target versus multiple spread out targets.
Yep.
So
should have been more.
The other thing, I think, did there need to be more granularity in the planning? So, what, you know, MC, what range were you expecting the harms to be coming off the Vipers?
Like here, where the AMRAMs are being launched around here.
Cool. And was that brief? Like, was that planned to that launch range?
Yeah. Like, let's go back.
As in, did you have like a point and say, all right, cool, here's the edge of the mez. This is the point X miles at which the harms are going to be coming off the Vipers. Therefore, Tomcats, you need to be able to claim ground up to this point.
Release points should be planned in detail by flights.
Well, I mean, by flights, yes, but then that needs to be all tied together into the overall plan.
Yeah,
Otherwise,
Yeah, there
you
should
see
be
what
a queue
happens.
from the MC. Should be a queue from the MC, but then the flight should know almost exactly,
Yeah, so the flight should know exactly when it is. They should provide that detail to the MC, so the MC is then able to, validate or realise that his plan, doesn't work and change accordingly. But like this is all data that you'll know prior to getting to the jet, right?
Should be.
So I'll just try and think through these ones here.
Man, did you enjoy my mission?
Yeah, we have a tip jar. So if you enjoyed Michael's mission and you want some more bum rape, you can tip him some money and he'll make it a part 3, part 4.
So what if
Where's the train, man?
what if we didn't enjoy it? Does he pay us?
Yeah, we should make that a rule.
If the mission's shit, he tips us.
Michael, I'll send an invoice shortly.
Good one, Pete.
A bad time, quantity 10.
I think just going back to a serious note, I think one thing that didn't help was because I kind of made the game plan in terms of Felix Wine and the Vipers getting their harms off is I just kind of assumed in my head, yeah, you could expect the shots to happen at around 50 to 60 miles. I think I should have made that more explicit. And I think in terms of the overall package, yeah, there could have been the benefit of possibly offsetting some of the things like the Hornets and a little bit further of trail, because at least in terms of the leading edge side of things, the Jolly Rogers didn't need to be there immediately. But
to be fair, it wasn't just at Incirlik. We were also tasked with seed on the coastline. Although, if you ask me, we should have just stayed feet wet.
Yeah. But yeah, and then I guess afterwards we just have this messy engagement afterwards. As I say, some weird thing with the Tomcats is you don't get an active warning from the Mirages, which is based.
I just noticed this one, Jonas. Never AMRAM in the furball like that. It's just like a big no-no.
Yeah, there is a list of lessons here.
Oh,
for the devil.
did it finally happen? Oh, I was waiting for something
So
like that.
I'm actually thinking this warrants another cold bucket of water actually to sort of atone for that.
Well, you're back to V1, so you can do that,
Yeah.
and then another bucket of water when you pass V1.
This time with ice in it.
I've warned people of that for years, and finally I see it live. So it does happen.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. No, Devil really needs to get its air-to-air game up. I can say that much.
Matt, sorry, this is just a general thing, just to see if we recall our memories. If we just rewind, say, after the first volley of missiles, so if you follow me, I take my shot, I float south, and then I come round. So, Matt, did you give me a tactical call here, or was it still kind of a broadcast, or in at this point? Because I remember I faced up, because I was like, things are looking fucked.
This was the turning point, wasn't it? It's like this is where we could have saved it, by like having people flow south, because you've got your
What would have happened
you've got
if
your forward cap players that are flowing cold, and then I think Felix 3 is a little bit far trail, as I would expect from this point in the mission. But like that's not down to you, like Freddy. Like
I was at 20 miles yardstick as briefed. Yeah, maybe the game plan could have been adjusted for
What
that.
What would have happened if Jolly and Devil were immediately instructed cold?
I think it could have been different, yeah.
I think we could have won. Just
because
I mean, it's not necessarily a good idea. It's just happened to be that it could have worked.
So
You would have gotten you the downrange that you needed.
Just quickly, when did people start getting spiked? Do people remember like looking at this?
way back off? So I think it rewind
From the SA5 in particular.
Yeah, before the first shot.
about. Keep going.
No
keep
way.
Going.
Here? Seriously?
It was single fire quite early.
You were getting tracked by the SA5 here.
About 60 miles is the common.
Yeah, it's
I don't know
single
if
fire
fire,
and
but
Fox 3 on the west group.
Yeah,
And
Go on.
Yeah. Well, and that's why I was saying for me, I was like, I'm going to take this shot. I dump to the deck, and then, I don't know whether it's launching on me or not. And then from here,
confirmed, later on, I confirmed like it was on me because I took my time with the timeline. I extended like for more like 15 more seconds, and I could confirm it was on me for sure.
And I think the only thing, and this is just one thing with Matt, not sort of criticism, just more, this is a Tomcatism. So with here, I took my time with this shot because when I came in here, because I think you had said there's an east group, they're approximately this altitude, and then I basically asked you to declare the Mirage in question. Because for me, the last thing I wanted to do was create a fratricide in a bad situation. And my data link was fucked and the INS was getting fucked. And then I managed to damn one of them, look left, saw a missile, and I was like, I have no flares to give, so this is me.
Okay.
What
What's
was
the comment? Hang on. What's the comment?
Yeah, sorry.
For
Go
me?
for it. Yeah.
Well, I guess the comment is just with the Tomcats, when you pass like tripwire kind of stuff, that's the sort of thing that if you want to move us, you just have to give us barrage.
I see. So I think I did say recommit East group.
Yeah.
So what with these opening shots? What I was expecting first, I don't think I heard a commit from the Tomcats. I could have helped with correlation.
I did hear a commit on this.
Okay.
I
fair
did.
enough.
I definitely committed to the west.
In that case, the next thing, if you're having trouble getting targeted, the next thing I need to hear, or I'm expecting to hear, is clean, and then I can give you the barrage straight away.
So the thing was here is the reason why I didn't say clean was because it was roughly intermittent. Then I managed to obtain a lock. I looked at the target aspect. It was generally straight, and I thought, okay, this is adequate for what I had. And it was only until the last few seconds the lock dropped, and I said trashed.
Okay. And then could I just ask one other thing for the seed guys who were following on? What was your no later than commit for any leaker, and what was your minimum board range for a Mirage 2000?
We weren't. So I didn't know that these were Mirage 2005s. I thought they were Mirage 2000Cs, or actually even F1s, if I'm being honest. From the brief, that is. So pretty short. Against a 2000C, your abort range would be 10 miles, something like that. So already our game plan does not involve fighting this kind of foe.
My bad. I didn't know they were 2005s.
Yeah.
Well,
I still think
the information was there, and both of us missed it, Chris.
Even if you're on seed, you got to have some idea of when if there's
right. But 20 miles should do
within...
it. So we were kind of planning for, well, if we have to get close, we'll get close, but we'll win because we have AMRAM.
I see. So at what point was Devil 9 targeted on the West Group?
So it looks like all for this guy here.
Because but at what point had they all locked him up and correlated and sorted? Because I didn't hear anything, I don't think, and they shoot at 11 miles, which is a very short timeline, in my opinion.
They basically they have French AMRAM.
Yeah, and then Julie's not too far behind. So yeah, I think I'm being clear.